This is the entertainment show. This is the entertainment show. I know what you came here for. I know what you came here for. Let me hear you say, oh, 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 oh. Let me hear you say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the entertainment show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Entertainment Show. My name is Stephanie Delacruz, your host for today. And right there we have a special guest with Nate Shaffer.
Hello.
So, tell me about yourself. Where are you coming from?
I live in Reading, Massachusetts, 10 miles north of Boston. Great, exciting suburbs. So
Really good GPS you have right there.
yeah.
So, I'm guessing this is your baby right here?
Yeah,
guitar?
it's my baby. It's my Martin. I think it's a D16. Got it used a couple years ago. It's one of my very close personal friends. So I spend a lot of time with it.
That's really good. Do you just play the guitar or do you play other
No,
instruments?
funny story. So when I was 3, I told my mom that I wanted to learn either the saxophone or the violin. I have no idea why the violin, but I'm pretty sure that I saw Bill Clinton play the saxophone sometime on TV. So I wanted to do that. But I started on violin, did that until I was 10. And then my mom one day was like, do you want to learn piano? Because my sister had done that. We had a piano in the house. And I said, sure. And she maintains that I was the one that was like, I want to learn piano, but it was all her idea, and I thank her for it because I started piano at 10, classical training, and I really just took off from there because I was never any good at violin. It was pretty painful to listen to, actually. But took off with the piano, and then I did trumpet and mandolin in middle school and French horn and a bunch of stuff. So I'm all over the place, but right now I'm playing a lot of gigs as just a solo acoustic act. Playing in some bands, do piano. I played bass in a band recently, so I'm all over the place.
Wow, you are a lot of instruments in you.
Yeah.
But so you will say the Bill Clinton thing started everything, or?
I don't quite remember. I think I was about 3 years old, so it escapes me. But yeah, I don't know. I always really liked music. My parents played it a lot. My parents love music. So, I mean, I grew up on some great 50s and 60s rock, and 70s, I guess. My dad would play the Stones, Beatles, all great music I was exposed to at a young age. And my parents themselves weren't musicians, but they love to listen to it.
That's great, but you come from like a background of a family of everything that has to do with music.
Yeah. My grandmother, my mom's mom, was she was a really good pianist. So even though my parents themselves didn't really play much.
But it came down to you.
Yeah, so maybe it skips a generation, but hey, it's all good. I love music.
And are you going to continue music into your future career? Because I know you're 18 and you're about to graduate as a
Yeah.
senior. Woo!
Exciting, right? Senior's 10. Wait, senior's 12, that's right. That's when I graduate. But yeah, so I'm hoping, I know that I'm going to do music for the rest of my life. In what capacity, I'm not sure. Because I don't know if I'm ready to kind of go out there and be a starving musician and, have this passion, have this art, and just kind of be hungry all the time. So I'm planning on going to a liberal arts school next year. I have my sights set on a 5-year dual degree program with Tufts New England Conservatory. So hoping for that. We'll hear back in a couple weeks.
Good luck.
Thanks. Yeah, so I'm looking to just get educated. And I don't really have much of aside from classical piano, I don't have much of an educational background in music. Yeah. So wherever I go, getting a liberal arts degree, I know I'm going to study music academically, and I'm just going to keep performing, keep playing shows, just doing all that stuff, and we'll see where it takes me.
But I'm a little bit curious. So who taught you how to play everything? Was it somebody in your family, or was it you went to a professional teacher, or was it just yourself?
Yeah, well, like I said, I started on violin lessons, and I started piano lessons, and my piano teacher, he's awesome. His name's Rold. He's the man. He's been so good for my music. He had this group called Musical Discovery Ensemble, and the point of that group was to play recognizable songs with bizarre instrumentations. So we covered a Blondie song. It was on saxophone, marimba, which is kind of like a xylophone, and then I played mandolin, and we did this Japanese folk song, and someone played a saw actually. So he taught us how to get the proper curve in the saw and then hit it and change the pitch. So basically, I spent a couple years in a group where the point of the group was to learn all of these different instruments and be able to sit down and just play anything that comes into contact with you.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And are you like involved in your school in music, I'm guessing, because it's such a passion of you?
Yeah, well, I'm very involved in the choral program. I like singing. It's good times. But I'm the head of the school, the male select group. We do some a cappella, some non a cappella, called the Crescendudes. So I'm the head of that, and I'm the treasurer for the RMHS singers. So I help out as a leadership position in that, but I just love singing. So I do that with the school. I participated in the Northeastern District Ensemble this past January. It was really exciting. And I got recommended for the all-state choir, but I got sick the weekend of auditions, which stunk.
Oh,
but, yeah,
it's a bummer.
It is a bummer, but Districts was great. It was a really, really awesome person to work with, and it was 200 kids from all over the northeastern part of Massachusetts that all were really good singers, got together, and in 3 days we had a concert. So it was really high-level music, higher than I'd ever done, and it was a really good time. So, yeah.
I'm really happy for you.
Yeah. You can tell how much I love it.
You're like being from it.
Exactly.
But who inspired you? Is there like a special artist out there that's like, damn, I want to be like him or like her or whatever it is?
I don't know. When I was 7 and 8, it was the Backstreet Boys, all right. It was pretty bad, yeah. But I really liked them. I listened. My sister got me into Britney Spears, but then I grew up and actually kind of made my own choices. And I'm trying to think. In 6th grade, I heard my first Ben Folds album, and I don't know. You probably haven't heard of him, but he's a really awesome pianist. And he inspired me a lot on piano because I went from being a classical pianist to kind of doing the whole jazz, not jazz, but blues, but pop, but all over the place kind of thing, and writing songs and playing it with the piano, as opposed to, the general singer-songwriters kind of do the guitar thing. It's slightly more portable. But Ben Folds was great, and then I saw a Say Anything concert last year with Max Bemis. Probably never heard of him either.
No, I'm
but,
sorry.
It's all good. He really inspired me on guitar, and I also saw Motion City Soundtrack that same show, and there was some really great kind of high-energy punk alternative music, and that turned me on to guitar more, and I started practicing and really doing more guitar work as opposed to just kind of playing chords and singing along. But I was also really into Dashboard Confessional, like back in my early middle school days, and yeah, right now I'm really into Julia Nunes. I just saw her last Wednesday at TT and the Bears.
How was that?
It was so good. It was just amazing. Yeah, so I draw from a lot of different pop influences, but I love Chopin. He's my favorite classical pianist or classical composer, and I listen to jazz music sometimes. So I'm really all over the place. So.
Exactly how your music and your instruments are. You got so many different influences in you.
Yeah.
But I looked into your Facebook, a little bit stalkerish right there.
It's all good.
But I loved your music, by the way.
Thanks.
But how we were saying how you're going to be graduating soon, you're about to be going into, I believe, Tufts. You made a video for the supplement. Yeah,
I did that. It was probably the most fun I had during the college application process. It was. I made this video. You guys will see it, I think. But it was the Sunday of Christmas vacation, or the last day, so I had just done all of my essays and all of that, and I spent the afternoon just recording. So I won't give it all away, but you guys take a look and then I'll...
Yeah, so before he spills everything out, you guys, let's just take a look real quick, and then we'll be right back, and then we'll see how it inspired him to do this video. All right, so welcome back to the Entertainer Show. Thank you for staying with us. And how awesome was that video, guys? That was hilarious. So I really want to know, where did that creative mind come from?
I don't know. Well, like I was talking before about my teacher, Rold, who kind of got me to play all these different instruments. And in that video, it was me playing all the different instruments and different video edits of me playing the instrument. And that definitely came from Jack Conte. He's an internet sensation, if you will. Not quite sensation, but he's the, in my opinion, sorry, but the more talented half of Pomplamoose. You probably haven't heard of them, but they're really good. They did some Toyota commercials, so more people know about them. But they're totally independent. Mm-hmm. They're in their houses, in their house, because I guess they live together now. But they have all their own recording equipment. They write the songs, they play all of the instruments for the songs, and they produce it, and they promote themselves. And it's great independent music, and they have total artistic control over it, which is awesome. But yeah, just the idea of doing a song and taking videos of it, of me actually playing the music, and then taking some splices of it and trying to put together a nice, entertaining video to watch, as well as some hopefully nice music to listen to.
But I think me and the audience, like, how many instruments did you play in that? Like, I lost count after like 3.
Let's see, I did ukulele, guitar, recorder, trumpet. I did some clappy percussion things. I think I said recorder. I don't know. I lost track. It was like 14 or 20 tracks. So even though I played trumpet, I had about 3 tracks for it. So I had me playing 3 trumpet at the same time, I guess. 3 trumpets, if you will. So yeah, it was a fun afternoon.
I can tell,
yeah.
Like, you were excited when you were doing the video.
Yeah, it was a good time.
And I don't know if most of the audience knows, but that did go into the newspaper, right?
Yeah,
Can you tell us more about that?
It was featured on the Tufts Daily, because I looked on my YouTube, like, one day it was like, 500 hits. Oh, that's cool. I sent it to my friends and family. And then the next day it had doubled, and I was like, why? So I looked where it had been linked to, and it was linked to the Tufts student newspaper. So there was a story about me. They didn't tell me, but I stumbled upon it on the internet.
That's a good surprise.
Yeah, I was like, hey, that's cool. So it means nothing about admission, but we'll find out if I'm admitted in a couple weeks anyways. But it was exciting nonetheless that people I don't know liked what I had created. So.
Yeah, and to be the top 5 one of the schools that you really want to go to.
Yeah, it's cool.
Good luck. We have our fingers crossed for you. But I was hearing, like I said, one of your songs on your Facebook, and what inspires you? Like, do they have deep meaning? Like, how do you create these words? Because I know a lot of them are original ones. Yeah.
So, I mean, I come from kind of a musical theater background. I've done a lot of acting and all that. And I forget who it was, but our director one time, he came forward. He's like, so why are you guys singing? And we were like, I don't know, because there's a song. And he's like, no, because the emotion cannot be expressed through merely words, through merely talking. So there has to be music with it. So in my life, when there are difficult emotional times or exciting emotional times or whatever, when it gets to be too much to just kind of say through words, you kind of put a song to it. Or that sounds really sappy, but it's kind of what I do. And if I have something interesting going on personally, or I don't know, I just kind of write songs. So it's just sort of happens for me. It's something I've wanted to do. I haven't necessarily totally analyzed why I want to, but I just kind of do it. So.
But let's not keep the audience waiting. Let's not keep me waiting. But I definitely want to hear something. Please.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's go.